What's up, agents? I am here to tell you that I am on a mission. I'm on a mission for impact. I'm on a mission to help as many agents as I possibly can. No, this isn't about joining any organization or downline or anything like that, but the proximity to other agents really fuels my energy and my success. So we're going to talk a little bit about this. We're going to talk about some reasons why growing your agent group, growing your agent proximity, whatever that is so important to help you grow your business. Whether you're a brand new agent or a tenured agent that maybe is just, stuck in the mud a little bit. I truly believe that if agents come together and, work in unity, this can really energize your business. It will make you understand and it'll help you, be a better agent. And we're going to dive into all of those reasons and why this has always been something in my business. Back when I was at another brokerage where I didn't get compensated for partnering with agents, it still was important to me to have good relationships. We're going to dive into all of that and more, and some reasons why, regardless of where you're at, you should really focus on these agent relationships. So stay tuned. What's up, guys? Jeremy Kane, Real Estate Agent Playbook, helping you win every single day at the game of real estate. The truth is that we built this channel to help agents all around the world, all around the globe, understand that this business is fairly simple if you can, focus on a few things. I happen to be really good at sphere of influence and, organizing a business and industry partnerships and organically growing a business. So if you like what you hear, I do collaborations on here. I talk about all my strategies. I give it all away because the truth is I want to have a positive impact on you, your business, and hopefully that, leads to a flourishing family and you meeting all your goals. So if you like what you hear, like, comment, subscribe, but let's get right into it. So this is something that every agent goes through. Every agent that I coach, every agent that I talk to is always like, well, why would I hang out with a bunch of agents? Why would I, post on Instagram and build an Instagram following that's all agents? The truth is that there's power in this. And this week alone, I have seen that come to fruition several times. I'm going to talk about a couple of those instances, and we're going to talk about some really good reasons why growing your agent sphere is super important. Okay, so first things first is client success. We are all in this business to help our clients buy and sell real estate. Agent relationships have helped me so much within that specific realm, right? We're not talking about, getting contracts accepted or anything like that. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But just the fact of having positive relationships, speaking positively about the other agent, right, in the transaction, it makes for a better transaction for your client. It's more success that they are after. And if you are always, bad mouthing the other side and absolutely this and absolutely that, we all come across, stressful situations where the agent seems to be, so difficult and all the things. But at the end of the day, their job is to represent their client, and my job is to represent my client. And our goal collectively is to bring a buyer that wants to buy and a seller that wants to sell together, coming to a conclusion, executing a contract and finishing that on that contract and moving forward. And so talking to other agents and having, an idea of what's coming on the market, especially in tight inventory markets, what are we looking at? Having an agent that is a professional on the other side, but building these relationships within your community, right? As I've, gotten into this business and now I'm 11 years in, it's absolutely key to have those relationships. And I honestly think that there's probably not one agent in my market that would say, oh, I don't want to work with Jeremy, right? I know how he does business, whatever. I'm a very good negotiator. I work hard for my clients, but I also want you to understand that my relationship with the other agent lets them know, right? I know that the other agent, when they do know me, not every agent knows me, is telling them that, they have a really good professional on their side, and this is all, part of the process, and this is what we're doing, right? So having that mutual respect within transaction is huge. Now, back to, before, I've gotten offers accepted where I'm not the highest bidder because of, how I wrote the contract or how I presented the entire offer, the whole ball of wax. And I've also gotten contracts accepted because people are like, I want to work with you on the other side because I know that, we're going to get to the finish line if at all possible, right? And so they know that I'm doing the homework on the front end, and they know all of this, but it's all because of the relationship, right? And it's all about helping each other get to where it is. And that kind of leads me into the next piece is power is proximity, right? Proximity is power, rather. But when you're around agents that are performing at a higher level, this was a massive jump for me when I went from, my local transaction brokerage where it was kind of every man for himself on an island. We were all competing in the same, brick and mortar office. And, everyone was doing something a little bit differently. I still operated from a mindset of abundance there and helping other agents, but it was just a different culture to when I joined the global group that I'm with now, the Wolfpack at EXP, and just having relationships, right? There is not one day that goes by that I'm not talking to a producer from another, town. In the last hour, I've literally talked to 2 agents in smaller markets that sell like 75 houses a year, right? And they're talking about referrals, and they're talking about, what they're doing, and they're talking about what they're seeing in their market. And we're able to have those conversations on a pretty high level and to brainstorm and to support each other in the harder times and help each other. Like, okay, yeah, it's brutal, right? When I'm doing 75 deals a year, it's just hard, right? We can't operate at that high performance level for very long as agents. So we need to, either find something else as a managing broker or a team lead, or, maybe grow an organization like I'm doing or whatever. But it's really hard to operate at an extreme high level as an individual for very long. And so being around these other people that have been through that, they've been through that piece in their career, they've gotten over that hump, or maybe they've started a team or whatever, that's absolutely massive. And it just causes you to level up, right? When you're the biggest fish in the small pond, or even a big pond, right? There's always another lake or another ocean for you to get into. And instead of being intimidated by that, it'll help you grow your business and it'll absolutely explode, right? And as you kind of continue to build this and you talk to people and so on, like I had somebody reach out to me the other day based on, both client success and proximity, right? I don't remember. I think this was actually just a Facebook referral that I, had, and I closed the transaction. And I had somebody text me the other day and was like, hey, this person just referred me to you. And I didn't hear from that agent. I didn't hear from anything. Absolutely, I'm going to pay that agent a referral because clearly he gave this client my name, but I still haven't talked to him. I've talked to the client. They're talking with the lender. We're going to see some homes and we're going to get them into that home. And then I'm going to go reciprocate and be like, hey, dude, thanks for handing out my name. Like, here's 25% of the commission, based on our referral agreement that isn't even here. I don't have it, right? I could very easily just walk away and not be a good person and, do that. But that's kind of what it is. And so I think that that's absolutely massive. You never know when somebody's going to be that, pipeline from that one area, right? Typically as agents, we have an out-of-state referral and, hopefully, that happens. But the truth is that there's migrant patterns and people are moving from this location to my location, obviously. So 2 referrals within a year from the same agent is exactly what I want, right? That's just a testament to how I operate and how I do that. So you never know, when you're going to be around someone, when they, hear somebody talking about you. So having agent relationships across the board, if you have access to a global network like we do at the Wolfpack, absolutely key, right? And it's not just Facebook. It's not the fake gifts. We're not blowing up, sending, having posters at rallies or anything like that. We're just operating as professionals. And that is, absolutely going to grow if you continue to do this and build these relationships and support each other on social media and do all of these things. So that proximity is absolutely huge. And so instead of pushing it away and kind of building on your own island, whether you're at a brokerage that is extremely collaborative, there's still that secret sauce kind of mentality. Or maybe you're not at maybe you're at a small boutique brokerage. You can still collaborate with other agents at other brokerages and grow a network that actually means something and will eventually pay dues. I'm not reaching out to agents in, Texas or whatever in order to get that specific referral, right? It's a shot in the dark. There's millions of agents. Okay. That, who's to say that agent's even going to make it in this industry? but it's just to help each other out, just to be around, just to maybe get one thing. I mentor and coach hundreds of agents a year, and I get something from every single one of them, right? To help me be a better coach, to help me be a better agent, to help me be a better, dad or husband or whatever, because there's so much more to this life than just that commission check at the end of the transaction. And then the next thing is why you want to operate that is you never know, right? Just yesterday, I was talking to an agent who's in my local market, who is at my brokerage, but has kind of been a competitor based on other agents and things that we're working on partnering with and so on. And he put something out on a general Facebook place. And I said, hey, I'd be happy to help. I sold some houses in that neighborhood. We had a 30-minute conversation about the house. We looked at comps together. We talked about maybe some pitfalls, and it was a super unique listing. And at the end of it, he was like, Jeremy, that was amazing. You've helped so much. You've given me confidence in, what I was saying. Truth is, he's a tenured agent. He's done 200 deals in 5 years. Right. And it was still just like, hey, I have some questions about this. Right. I didn't want to get that referral. I didn't have any intention to have any part of that. And it was an awesome conversation. I got to hear some of his strategies, how he prices it. It's not lonely at the top. So having that ability to collaborate and bring agents together is why I'm here. It's my mission, right? It's the whole purpose of helping you get a win every single day at the game of real estate. But it's true, and I mean it. But as an agent, as a newer agent, sometimes we're shied away, or, our mentors are telling you, don't go to that networking event. Don't talk to the other agents. Like you're all in it for the same thing. Closings happen every day, right? If we are so scarce that we are operating on getting that one closing and, maybe possibly putting our, relationships with industry partners at risk, that's absolutely the case. And it's probably not going to be long until you're out of the industry, right? We have to come together, especially while we're under fire, right? I don't know how many times I've heard real estate agents compared to used car salesmen, right? It's absolutely not the case. Like, we are a professional group of individuals, and operating in that realm includes, being appropriate and having positive relationships and keeping that professional line even when it's challenged. And so we are better together, right? We can alone bring this industry forward, and we should always be trying to move it forward, regardless of NAR settlements and, all of this stuff. We have that ethical piece, regardless of Realtor board. If you are a NAR member, not a NAR member, like, let's operate in a professional level and continue advancing this industry forward, because the truth is we're absolutely needed now more than ever, with all of the news and how it's traveling so quickly. And, you see it, right? The minute that the Fed cuts the short-term rate, which, doesn't have a direct impact on the mortgage rate. I get it. Like, it's a general idea of the economy and so on and so forth. But there's people just predatorily grabbing out for refis. Like, let's get refis. Let's start your refis. Maybe it's not time right now. Like, let's look at the whole picture instead of just worrying about, as lenders, that closing costs, or as agents, that next commission, right? I had a situation today. It was a sign call, and I was talking to this couple, and it was very clear that they easily would have been like, yeah, let's sell this place. But I was like, well, what if you rent out that place because this place suits your needs a little better, and you don't have a mortgage on that? So the rent on that would pay the new mortgage on this, and you're, gaining appreciation on two pieces of real estate versus one. And I had a moment of thought where I was like, I wonder what all agents would do. I want my clients to grow wealth through real estate. So I know that holding on to that property in this situation, if they're able, is absolutely the way to success. And so when I step back and really think about that, I want that for other agents. I want other agents to feel that too. And it was really interesting, because until I came to a brokerage where I could partner with other agents and, grow my income that way and help and assist in ways that I wanted to, and I didn't have to have the liability of a broker and all the things. But I always operated this way. I always operated as, I'm a team player. Let's grow relationships, because if I screw up one relationship and that person is the listing agent on the other side of a deal and my client doesn't get it, then I've failed, right? And so that's just the basics. But think about all of the amazing opportunities there lies in agent relationships. And that's what I hope I leave with you today, And I know this was a little bit of a different one, but make sure that you are doing everything you can to grow those relationships, because you never know when that relationship could change your life. So hope that helps. Like, comment, subscribe, share the podcast, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.